Hello and welcome again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 28th of March and this time I'm bringing you some rather unfortunate news that, well, I think is going to come as a I called it piece of news for a lot of you. And that is that The Legend of Zelda for the Wii U has been delayed, as it will not be making the previously announced release date of 2015, so obviously just not coming out this year. Now, this came from the series producer Eiji Aonuma, who said this today, quote, "In these last 3 months, as the team has experienced firsthand the freedom of exploration that hasn't existed in any Zelda game to date, we have discovered several new possibilities for the game. As we have worked to turn these possibilities into reality, new ideas have continued to spring forth. It now feels like we have the potential to create something that exceeds even my own expectations. As I have watched our development progress, I have come to think that rather than work with a specific schedule as our main objective, and releasing a game that reflects only what we can create within that scheduled time, I feel strongly that our focus should be to bring all these ideas to life in a way that will make The Legend of Zelda on Wii U the best game it can possibly be." And he then went on to apologise for fans waiting on the game and said that the Zelda team is, quote, "no longer making a 2015 release our #1 priority." And not only that, we won't even be seeing it at this year's E3. Of course, it was announced at last year's E3, but of course now that it's not even coming out this year and they're just focusing on development, we're not even going to be seeing any new trailers or anything. So basically, the wait for the game is going to seem even longer because, well, we're not even going to get a little bit of teaser or trailer or anything to tide us over. Now, at the start of the video, I said, or alluded to the fact that a lot of you are going to be like, well, I saw this coming, and yeah, I can kind of see that. When they started making comments that the new Star Fox would be out before the new Zelda, I started thinking, okay, that's interesting. Kind of led me to think that maybe 2015 for Zelda was a little bit optimistic. Now, obviously, the last Zelda game, Skyward Sword, came out in 2011, but of course they were working on a few other things, such as, you know, Wind Waker HD, Link Between Worlds, and a few other things, so they weren't fully focused on Zelda Wii U all that time. So I can kind of see why this is, and to be honest, as I've said many times before with many delay videos over the years, I would rather that they delay and take the time to develop properly without having to rush and thinking, oh my god, we've got to get it out for X date or whatever, and actually give us a better, more rounded, not broken game. The amount of games that have come out and either been completely broken on release or just lacked something on release because they rushed it out or have huge day one patches or whatever, it's becoming far too common these days, and it's nice to see a developer say, do you know what, we would rather just take our time. Rather than saying we have to get it out by the end of 2015, just develop and it'll come out when it's ready. That seems fair enough to me. While it's disappointing to have to wait even longer, I would rather they do this and actually give us a better product in the end, and I'm sure all of you will agree with me there. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.